Welcome to Petals from the Past Nursery in the Fall in Jemison, Alabama. I'm Arlie Powell, and I want to show you some particulars on using our pruning system, training system for blackberries. I'm standing beside a planting of Kiowa blackberry, which is a thorny selection. We use a system called T-Pulse, trellis production using primocane suppression. That's the terminology. And basically what we do, we take two canes, new primocanes that have developed on this plant. And they started developing in mid-June, and you now see how big they've gotten. We've taken the old canes out. And basically we're using two canes, one cane to the bottom wire and branching, another cane all the way to the top wire and branching. And we go with two branches. You notice how nicely these are anchored on the wire. Notice to my left here, this shoot here is coming from an adjacent plant. We let this shoot grow to about here, and then we cut it back to right here. I don't cut it till it's at least pencil diameter, so I'm not going to cut it until it gets that amount of growth. Now, the other thing we do, I'm not going to take these out, but anything that starts growing in this area here, we're in mid-August right now, we simply take all these off. We're throwing all the energy into these shoots. Now, if these shoots start developing little side branches right here, we cut those out until this one goes its full distance where we can, this is a good example right here. This one's growing this way and it's going to go this far. This branch here off this plant is coming here, and here it is. So what we do, we double crop this wire. We have a shoot from this plant and a shoot from this plant. And we let each one go past, cut them back, go past, and cut them back. And we secure these. These plants are capable of producing about 12 to 15 pounds per plant, 10,000 pounds to the acre. They're quite good. Again, the bottom wire, notice our two shoots. Here's one coming out. This one will be taken off. Any shoots down here will be taken off. And we allow these to continue to grow until frost. We continue to train each step of the way. We try to go with two separate canes out of the crown, and we separate them so that we can do our little tweaking and taking off excess shoots. But notice here, the gentleman who designed this plant only had one cane to work with, so what he did, he took a second branch, a branch, low branch off of this cane and brought it up, and then he will simply take these around and tie these. In other words, if you don't have two canes coming from the crown, you can always take a little branch off of your main cane and come up and simply develop it in that manner. However, the other way to do it is just use your one cane, cut it here, branch it, let it keep growing, and then you've got 4 branches on one cane. But my workers have found it's a lot easier than that system, simply to allow a second branch from the primary cane coming up, and that's what we've begun doing, and it works quite well. Because not always do you have two nice canes coming out of the crown. That, again, just gives you some pointers to enhance your ability to use the T-Pulse system in training your blackberries.